Hi, in this first chapter we're setting the scene for the rest of the book. We'll see how different approaches to organisational behaviour and human resource management have at their root basic assumptions about what those fields of study are for. Are people in organisations to be treated as individual human beings, or are they simply resources that the organisation needs to control? We'll see that both OB and HRM have grappled with this issue in different ways. We're starting with a short history of both subjects. Now you might be thinking, why on earth do I need to learn the history of how they've developed instead of just the current up-to-date knowledge? Well, the main reason is that our current knowledge is based on the assumptions and approaches of the past. So the concerns and approaches of previous generations influence what OB and HRM is like now, and those previous assumptions about how businesses should function remain at the root of a lot of the theories and models that we're going to be discussing. We need to be able to evaluate those historical assumptions and think about whether they're still relevant for our world today. This issue is one that we're going to actually return to right at the end of the textbook when we start thinking about how we can take OB and HRM forward. We'll see in this chapter how OB has developed from a concern with efficiency at work to an understanding of the complex and multi-level reality of behaviour in work organisations. HRM has gone through a similar process, from a time when specific HR activities were promoted as the best way of organising people in organisations, to a more nuanced understanding of the various organisational and environmental factors that influence HR success. We will also see how OB and HRM can complement each other in building our understanding of management and work by discussing three challenges that they both face. The first challenge is the focus on the individual or the organisation and where we place our emphasis there. The second is the balance between theory and application. And the third is the complex issue of how OB and HRM actually link to performance. And finally, we conclude this introductory chapter by discussing how the integration of insights from OB and HRM can help us to address some of the major challenges in our study of people, management and organisations.